your preferred partner for custom software development and technology outsourcing. We offer state-of-the-art customized software development services that are client-centric, flexible, and secure to empower businesses.
Hey, it's Rich Tehrani. We're here at ITEXPO 2021 in sunny Miami, Florida. Thanks for watching. Ed Dreyer's with us. He's with Steadfast Networks. Ed, how are you?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous as well, and really happy to have you on. Is this the fourth year in a row now?
This is year 4, and I'm looking forward to being back in February in 2022 because I'm not built for this heat.
I don't even think the people that live in Florida are built for the heat, but I mean, thank God June is not as bad as it could, like August.
Oh, August is a nightmare. But, I'm used to being in a data center all the time, so it's always 68 degrees with no humidity.
And the reason we push back, of course, is because of COVID, and we're going to go back to February in Lauderdale in 2022, hoping things are 100% back to normal. And down here, things seem to be, of course, we've got our temperature checks, we have higher partitions between the booths, we have plexiglass, social distancing. We're taking the precautions we need to take, but hopefully the need for that will dissipate over time.
Absolutely, and I think by this time next year, we're going to be in a much better shape. And I'm the number one driver of you bringing back, because I do a lot of the trade show circuit. I've missed it. I've missed the interaction with people. I've missed the ideas. Like just standing here right now, I met with the folks over at the Riot Group who are they're doing women in technology and minorities in technology, and I'm really excited about it. And it's an opportunity I wouldn't have had if I hadn't been able to come here and actually interact with humans face to face. And everybody's been really great about it.
Yeah, as good as the online is, and online can be good for some things, the impulse, I like to call it like the impulse buying at the grocery store when you're checking out and you buy the candy or whatever. The impulse connections you make at a trade show, there's not an easy way to replicate that, because you're walking down an aisle because you have a meeting at the end of the aisle, and then you see 2 or 3 companies on the way that are adjacent to your needs, and you start talking to them, and next thing you know, you've put together a complete solution without even realizing that that's what happened. You didn't plan on it; it just happened. It's very tough to do that online.
Right, it's impossible, because you're wandering at an event like this or at the after party or things like that. You'll just hear a conversation. You'll drop in. Everybody's really welcoming, and then suddenly you're brainstorming with another person. Suddenly you've got a lead, and you're generating business, and that's why we keep coming back. Is because there's just an eclectic group of people here, all of which are looking to solve problems, and all of them are open-minded enough to just randomly pick a random person to build an idea and solution with. And it's a great incubator for technology innovation.
And even in those areas on the web that they're trying to solve these problems, like reviews on e-commerce sites, we found out that such a large number of them are fake. So it's even the trust factor online is so difficult, whereas you're here at an event, and let's say you're an MSP in Oregon and you speak with an MSP in California, and you hear about similar problems and how they solve them, and they tell you what the pros and cons were of their solution, or the solution they chose. You're able to actually implement a similar kind of solution in your MSP, knowing someone else down the, one state away did it, or nearby did it, and then you can always contact them later. I mean, these benefits are just, we missed out on them for 17 months.
Yeah, and I mean that's you described that exactly. Like, we're a small provider, but we're a big provider in our regional area, but a small provider worldwide. And here we get the opportunity to meet other providers that are solving the same challenges we are. And there's that entrepreneurial spirit of kinship where we work together, because we're not necessarily in a competitive space, but we can collaborate, even working in the exact same sector, because we're separated by thousands of miles. But we all want to succeed together. Mainly because we're small fish, but we want to compete in the big space for everybody.
And for the people that are watching, who should reach out to you? Who can you help? Why should they reach out?
So we focus on what I call the white glove co-location managed infrastructure as a server space. So if you're on premise, or you're trying to figure out how to get into the cloud, you may not necessarily have the technical resources to natively move into an AWS or Azure. From that technical perspective, it's my job specifically to interface with you, learn your business and technical needs, and then architect a solution, regardless of whether it's in the Steadfast cloud, if it's in a hybrid cloud, if it stays on premise. Sometimes you just need an expert to talk to, and that's the space we've been in for the past, it's been 23 years now. It's amazing that I'm considered the old guy in the technology world now.
What's next for the company?
So later this year, we're still focusing on a lot of technological integrations, but we've been working with you guys on some migration systems of some of your core infrastructure. We're going to be tying into building out a little bit more of an Azure practice. So although we have about 35,000 square feet of data center space, some people need the more global footprint. And while we have 2 data centers, it's not Microsoft's in the entire world. And then we're also going to be working on some new technology. I've got a couple fun projects I'm working on that involve like ultra performance systems. Hopefully I'll be able to bring those life in a prototype by the end of the year. The best part is about being on camera right now is I just kind of committed our organization to doing it. But then we're also working more and more with the specialized need for cloud. Because while a lot of it's commoditized, a fair percentage of it needs something that's like purpose-driven, that's custom designed, and that's where we really fit into that market space.
That's awesome. Is there anything else we should know?
No, it's just great to be back. I'm glad you keep at it. I think the excitement here is amazing. While, I don't know what the headcounts are, but everyone here is enthusiastic and happy to be back and ready to, and it's not just sit around and socialize for socialization's sake. Like, people are ready to collaborate again. People are really looking forward to talk and solve problems, and that's the whole nature of the show, right?
Thank you so much for being here.
It's absolutely my pleasure. Have a good day.